the Houston Texans on Monday night.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, this week, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard to quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 39 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll run here with Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. On play action, Stroud. That is caught side of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll take this up past the 40. A pickup of 5. Third down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll look deep here for Diggs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So it's 4th down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3. So here's Seibert. Made the field goal a moment ago. And now we'll kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
They will work the middle with Mixon. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That is two big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. They look to run with Mixon. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Daniels. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Tress Way now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. That one knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. 3rd and long. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. This isn't going to work out much better either. Stop right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one a bit high, but it's complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he's into the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the... On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Diggs. A gain there of 24 yards. First down for Houston.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Stroud to throw. This one complete to Jordan. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing now, Daniel. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Here's Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Throwing is Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the give, it's Robinson. How about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now this looks like a design run. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. On the option, here's Robinson. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's caught by Eckler. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will tie this game up here late in the first half. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Texans offense make their way out to take over. More. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd. And get started with 1st and 10. The Commanders offense headed back to take over once more. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. And that pressure. Sack in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, just when you think you've seen it all, there's this one. That's a lot of ground to cover in the wrong direction and cost 2 points.
Well, Mike, this doesn't happen very often, but I think I'm at a loss of words. You just don't typically see a play like that happening very often, but in this case, if you're the defense, you'll take the 2 points.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, faking the give. He'll let this go deep for Diggs.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Robinson.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over just before the half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll send a tight end in motion. One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, Daniels. Got a man, it's that rookie 3rd-round pick. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll find Diggs working across the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Daniels now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7